Hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Wheelie Goood video. Today I want to talk about 5 things Steve Jobs would have hated about Apple if he were alive today. And one of the examples is right next to me here. This, my friends, is the Apple Magic Mouse 2. Now you might think, well, what's wrong with that? It's kind of what Apple would do in terms of design, right? Nope, because there's one problem here. This little mouse used to run on removable, rechargeable batteries. Now that's a mouthful to say. You used to be able to remove the batteries from the mouse, which were AA lithium batteries, and put it into a mains adapter and charge it from the electricity coming from your main socket. And not anymore. Now you do this. You have your traditional lightning cable and you put this sucker in here like this. Now you may be wondering, can I use the mouse? Well, this is charging. Obviously not, because we have no surface to put it on. This little lightning cable is in the way. Great design, Apple. You've baked a really nice cake, but then you use dog shit for frosting. That's what I consider this to be in terms of connectivity and the ease of use, which is not easy at all. That's one. Number 2, the Apple Pencil. If you guys remember from the first ever iPhone presentation in 2007, where Mr. Jobs unveiled first ever iPhone to come to market, he openly said the following. Take it away, Steve.
How are we going to communicate this? We don't want to carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck.
Need I say more? From the get-go, I've always said the iPad is unnecessary. I understand that Apple are trying to target the pro market by releasing all these pro-like products, but I think they forgot about that one little quote from the big boss himself. This is why I say they are no longer innovative. They have lost their magic. Apple isn't who they were. Number 3, Apple's lack of focus. Again, I'm going to let Mr. Steve Jobs explain his thoughts on this. Steve?
Apple suffered for several years from lousy engineering management. I have to say it. And there were people that were going off in 18 different directions, doing arguably interesting things in each one of them. Good engineers, lousy management. And what happened was, you look at the farm that's been created with all these different animals going in different directions, and it doesn't add up. The total is less than the sum of the parts. And so we had to decide, what are the fundamental directions we're going in, and what makes sense and what doesn't. And there were a bunch of things that didn't. And microcosmically, they might have made sense. Macrocosmically, they made no sense. And you know, the hardest thing is, when you think about focusing, right? You think, well, focusing is saying yes. No. Focusing is about saying no.
Now, this is an interesting one for me because I kind of agree. Since Steve Jobs' death, Apple have kind of loosened up a little bit and just started to release anything and everything that they think of on the drawing board. Example, well, there are many variations of the iPhone, whether it be storage, the choice of colors, and models. There are many variations of the iPad, storage, models, choice of colors. Why? You already have $1 billion market. You've grabbed these people's attention since 1980. 1984 with the first iMac. Why Apple? Why do you choose to delve in further when you're already in the pit? Lack of focus. Focus is about saying no. Number 4. The newly released MacBook Pros in 2016. They removed the traditional USB, which I think is stupid. The SD card is missing. Steve Jobs once said, "I am proud of what we don't do as much as what we do." Why would you force your consumers to adjust and adapt to a dongle lifestyle? Unfortunately, I don't have a video to show you this quote, but I couldn't agree more. Last but not least, Bluetooth headphones. I quote, "The problem with Bluetooth headphones is that it's not just recharging your iPod. You have to recharge your headphones too. People hate that. There are quality issues. The bandwidth isn't high enough, and even if it does get there someday, people don't want to charge their headphones." Think about it, Apple. Think about what Steve Jobs would have wanted. This isn't it. What I've highlighted in this video isn't it, and it shouldn't be. Come back to your roots and focus on what really matters. And remember, detail matters. That's all I've got to say. And be sure to check out my previous videos on Apple and my most recent videos. I'm sure you will find something that you will like. All my links to everything is in the video description below. Before I go, I want to sign off to Steve Jobs like this.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Until my next video, guys and girls, this is B signing off for Wheelie Goood. If you've watched all the way to the end of this video, then you're a champ. Here are January's patrons.